Did you know that small businesses like Powell's Book are the backbone of the economy? Join us as we, the Compass Management Consultant Group, explore the vital role that small businesses like Powell play in our economy and communities. Now, before we begin, I want to take a moment to introduce our team. They are Sultan, Richie, Raina, me, Aurelia, and Pamela. First, let's get to know Powell's Book. Powell's Book is a well-known independent bookstore in Portland, Oregon that has been in operation since 1971. As a small business, Powell plays a vital role in the local economy by providing jobs, supporting local authors and artists, and contributing to the cultural and social fabric of the community. In addition to its economic contribution, Powell is also an important cultural and social gathering place for Portland residents and visitors. The bookstore hosts a variety of events, including book signings, readings, and workshops. This provides a space for people to come together, learn, and engage with others in the community. Small businesses like Powell's Book play a vital role in the economy. They contribute significantly to job creation, innovation, and economic growth. According to the data from the U.S. Small Business Administration, small businesses with fewer than 500 employees make up 99.9% of all business in the U.S. and employ nearly half of all private sector employees. In addition, small businesses are responsible for a significant portion of new job creation, with small firms accounting for 64% of new jobs created in the U.S. over the past 15 years. Small businesses like Powell's also play a critical role in fostering innovation, driving economic growth. Many small businesses are started by entrepreneurs who are looking to bring new ideas and products to the market, and these businesses often drive technological and market innovation. In addition, small businesses are often more nimble and able to adapt to changing market conditions, making them an important part of a healthy and dynamic economy. Overall, small businesses like Powell's Bookstore play a critical role in any economy and are worth supporting in order to foster economic growth and creating jobs.
Hello everyone. So let's talk about the challenges that is often faced by small businesses. Small businesses also face a couple of challenges, and soon we will cover most of the most commonly experienced difficulties that is faced by them. The first obvious challenge is obviously how to get their names out and getting customers. The second is actually not unique to Powell's, but small businesses may also have the owners, which is not having sufficient skill to manage the business as it grows, and this can prove to be really problematic under management. So I mentioned growth. What is that? Growth refers to when a business actually takes off and it will meet more customers. And what does more customers mean? Obviously, more demand. Because of that, the increase in demand and suppliers, more workers, networking, etc., may cause the stress that actually contributes to the fall. If this exceeds the management skill of the one in charge, it can form many various complications within the management. More often than not, also is that because small businesses are, yeah, for lack of a better term, small, they only have one head of operation needs to manage a lot of things. This can lead into poor work division, the lack of specialties, and lowering the work efficiency, which is often the root of decline in smaller businesses that started its growth. I said the lack of specialties and factors. What does factors mean? Is that factors in management can also be the three. The first being finances, the second being marketing, and the third being resources. And most larger biz have specialists that actually manage this to ensure that the work between the managing systems is not disturbed and it can continue as the business grows.
Next, analyze the business practices of large corporations that negatively impact the small businesses. To starting out as a many local institution, Powell has increasingly introduced instances of globalism. One of the main examples of Powell's use of globalism is its expansion both spatially and online that began partnering with large businesses via online such as Amazon, eBay, Alibris, and eBooks in order to market their goods to a larger audience. Powell has put a focus on growth and as a result has managed to survive and succeed where other independent booksellers have failed. Powell Books does a good job of balancing the goals of profit and growth with the goals of social responsibility. Powell's business strategy, as exemplified by its expansion online and appeal to a broader audience, does not necessarily sacrifice social responsibility in the name of growth. Instead, it takes opportunities where see them and takes risks to maximize profit with minimal social cost. Other small bookstores have used other less global methods of staying in business, such as appealing to local businesses and nonprofit for assistance and additional patronage, holding even with the authors. They have also gone online as Powell's has, but to a lesser extent, providing links to their website through the American Bookseller Association. Just as authors can no longer publish and wait for sales to roll in, more and more booksellers have begun actively finding readers instead of waiting for readers to show up. Here acknowledges that bookstores need to expand their audience in order to stay viable in these modern times. Powell has done this and as a result has managed to survive through time and economic environment. Other independent bookstores have had to downsize or in which the owners have had to sell their stores to larger companies.
Okay, so now let's talk about the role of government in determining the health of small businesses, such as a Powell's bookstore. As stated by Emily Powell, the recent pandemic has caused devastating effects in the business systems, which make offline bookstores start to dissipate, replaced by online platforms such as Amazon's. This shifting causes the local communities to buy books from online platforms, not directly on a bookstore as it is not available, which in turn causing the cost to be increased as the online platform needs to be given commissions, while the choices of book will be limited due to expanded area of search within an online platforms. The Independent Bookstore Day aims for the expectancy of people to create local communities that rely on buying books directly from the store. However, in order to realize this target, not only small businesses have to try to make it happen, but government support is also essential. The role of government in assisting small businesses are mainly focuses on several aspects, such as the grants, contract, and business loan. Basically, grants are financial aid given to the business owner that will not need to be returned. It is basically considered as a free help, where business owner needs to register their business in order for them to receive the grant. This also benefits the government, where the business owner will not be able to do tax evasions as their business is known to the government. Contracts are also a way to assist the business, where the business owner needs to bid on the government contracts through the given policy and procedures. This will work as a warrant for the business to function properly. Other supporting programs are also expected to be given in case any unwanted condition occurs, such as another pandemic. For instance, the Paycheck Protection Program, where the funds can be used to pay for mortgage, rent, and other utilities that might be needed in the shifting of the business system. So, government and communities can also support small businesses in several other ways, such as by providing access to capital, promoting entrepreneurships, and reducing regulatory burdens. By supporting small business, we can help create jobs, stimulate economic growth, and foster innovations in our communities and economies. The success of small businesses like Powell's is dependent on the support of the local community. By shopping at locally owned small business, we can help support our local economy, foster a sense of community, and contribute to the vibrancy of our neighborhoods. Not to mention that the capability of business owner to manage the business is vital despite the government support as stated by Ronald Reagan. The best minds are not in government. If anywhere, business would steal them away.
So Powell's bookstore had decided to quit the Amazon and stand as an independent bookstore to have their own market in the communities and also preserve the community's loyalty. Then what should local communities do to save this small business? Here, we have to first understand what does it mean by local communities. So local communities are those people who live in the area nearby the business store, though not necessarily all of them are customers of the business. They are all neighbors to the business. And with this in mind, local communities play a vital role in saving the small business by contributing to the business. For instance, they could become a great source of customers, in this case, like the local community could go to the Powell's bookstore. Maybe they could read books whole day there with other people and create what called as a loyal customers from the local communities. And not only providing customers, but local communities could also contribute to the small business by providing a great source of employees. And from these contributions, local communities can offer business building feedback so that both the business and the communities could get the advantages. So here was the feedback. Of course, the business would need employees. They could create more job opportunities and get the employees from the local communities. So like if we imagine the circumstances, we know that local communities and small business could strengthen the local economy. And also when it comes to the small business, especially the local business, the taxes are closer to home. And then environmental impact due to the shipping transportations like importing or exporting things could also be reduced. And the most important things is that it could preserve the community identity, and that's the Powell's bookstore become authentic only in Portland. So that's all from Compass Management Consultant Group, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on other videos.